Welcome to Fireside. First off, welcome to Fireside. We'll be talking comic books the entire time. Ain't going nowhere, so dry your eyes.
You guys are talking. And we're back. Hey!
We're back.
I'm here.
Yay.
You guys touched my statue before I could?
Hey, that was all you.
Well, that's because I figured you guys could play with that, and you and I can shred this next product that I bought.
Are we going to shred it?
I think so.
Okay.
So the next thing I pre-ordered here, I pre-ordered it. I don't know how long ago. It was one of the things that the competitor just gave me a shipping announcement. Hey, it's arrived. They don't give you any time to cancel. It's like it's arrived. We've charged you. It's shipped.
You got like 5 seconds to cancel it.
But even then, like the one day, like they literally sent me the email saying it's arrived. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Oh crap, I don't want it." They're like, "Sorry, we already processed it. It's shipped."
Wow.
And it was like the email had just popped up that it even showed up. So it was one of those things I pre-ordered, and it popped up because one of my favorite characters. Like, hey, this new statue's out, and the price point was like $80. I'm like, oh yeah, that's for a statue, sure. Then we find out what it is. So let's bring up the piece de resistance, and this is the '92 X-Men Gambit and Road 2-pack from ArtFX, Kotobukiya.
Sure. Yeah, could have. Yeah.
I think it's
it.
Kotobukiya.
Yeah.
Whatever. Craftsmanship by Kotobukiya. One thing that I like is they made the packaging look like the old cartoon comic action figure packaging.
Yep, the red fading into the yellow, orange and yellow is definitely reminiscent of the old Toy Biz X-Men.
But even when you look on the back, the different color on the letters, like the Gambit G, it's really, really cool. What I liked and you didn't like is when you look at the
front here,
the character profiles, it's a picture of the statue that they cel shaded to look like the comic. So rather than draw the comic version of it, they just took a picture and put a filter on it.
Right.
Now, it just made you jealous of why don't my statues look cel shaded?
Yes. Seeing this picture up front here, I was like, oh, that looks really cool. But then I see the pictures of the actual statues on the side here. I'm like, oh, it's how it would look. Look, there's a company that released a Optimus Prime statue, and they made him cel shaded. It looks awesome. So I thought this was kind of how that was going to be. So I got a little excited, and
So here's the second thing that bothers me. They call this a statue, but then they say in the same breath that it's a pre-painted model.
So it's a model kit.
Because you have to put the sumbitch together. So it's 1/10 scale. It weighs next to nothing. They are like 7 or 8 inches tall, and you have to put them together. $80 for 2 of them.
And you gotta build it yourself for $80.
Yeah, now some people think that's cool. I assembled it. That's great. Now some statues you have to assemble.
You get some tape on the sides.
Be careful, because this shit might be getting returned.
I think it's definitely getting returned.
And I don't mind like with the high-end statues because you can't ship them that way because they're fragile having to assemble them. But this, it's plastic.
Whew. A nice little plastic whip.
Alright, now I'm going to put the instructions, the back of the box, over there so we can look at it. Hopefully I don't get too confused.
Now, do you have your X power?
Oh yeah, assemble using your X power. My X power is being an asshole, so that goes with me wherever I'm at.
Wanna like her?
It just peels off.
Alrighty then.
Oh god, this smells bad. Any of the Kotobukiya figures I've gotten or statues in the past always have severe plastic paint smell.
So they basically make the figure and then package it. No time.
This is for you.
I get to play with Rogue.
I figured you'd enjoy that. Do you have your X power?
I do now. Where's Miss Marvel at?
Now, I will say, the colors on this look beautiful. It looks like it just popped out of the cartoon.
It does. I mean, Wow. I don't know if you want to, Mashko, if you want to come over to the side camera here for Rogue's head.
Always have time for a little head.
Wow. The detail on her, that's really nice. Like, they got the red lips. I mean, you're right. It looks like she came out of the TV show, the comic book. It's really nicely done. So, we're going to get these little things built real fast.
Now,
How easily do they snap together?
it says easy.
It says easy.
And you know what that means.
It's hard. That's what she said.
All right. Because they have give in their rubber, like, you do have to push a little hard on them, but they secure pretty nicely.
I'm just a little easier at it than Maurer is. So Rogue's done.
How many pieces is Rogue?
1, 2, 4.
All right. Gambit's head snaps right in.
Here is his one arm.
Which way does it go?
Ooh, and his staff is very flimsy. Actually, you know what? We'll put the arm in first before we put the. You have some troubles over there?
Oh, it is on the side.
No, you were right there first. You're right over there. They have shapes.
Look at the box.
Maurer can't do shapes.
Is he holding it behind his back?
Yes, he is. He is. You're right. He is behind the back.
It is behind the
Oh.
back.
Why would you put his cards behind the back? That's what was confusing me. I'm like, why? That doesn't seem right.
Ace up his sleeve. I mean,
That's a little weird.
that points down.
That's something that you want to see is Gambit holding his cards.
Maybe I should put Gambit together.
I don't know. I don't like that pose. And then this.
Slides right in his hole.
Now, the one thing I will say, this staff feels just as cheap as like an action figure staff.
All right.
So, I mean, they look cool.
They definitely look cool. So
They feel better than what I thought they would. Like, they've got a little bit more weight. It's just this box was so big and they weighed next to nothing. Mm-hmm. But these figures spread out, because they're in pieces, would feel like it's next to nothing on it.
I mean, there's a lot of plastic there.
It's excessive.
It's excessive.
It's very
They could have cut down the box by half.
Easily half.
Easily.
And other than this, they could have assembled it. So I think the putting it together is a choice because people like this.
People do like models, you know.
This is a model for lazy people.
Right, because normally you put the model together and then you paint it. You
Now,
know?
Rogue does look like she has a little bit of anime style to her. Bring Gambit back a little bit. Now, Gambit, he's got a nice look to him. Mm-hmm. But as you can see, I'll show you. The cards behind the back,
It's kind of dumb.
I can see, like, in the comic it would look cool, where, like, he picks them out.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a stationary, non-moving piece, you want to be, when you think of Gambit, you think of the cards first.
Exactly. You don't think of the staff.
Staff second, cigarette third.
I would have preferred this to be in reverse, whereas to
have him hold the cards up and have the staff behind his back.
right and angle the staff like going up and down this way, which would have been perfect.
But the mold of the face looks good.
I mean, they look really cool.
She has a little bit more of an anime feel than put her head over here. Da, da, da. I don't know. I might keep them.
I mean, it is Gambit.
I mean, look,
collect anything.
you collect anything and everything Gambit, so you do have a whole Gambit shelf.
Now, the arms, I don't know. I would prefer if this would have just come assembled. This quality just assembled, and it would be a no-brainer. I'd keep it. The fact that it has parts that go into it that could eventually maybe fall out, loosen.
I mean, how tight? I mean, Rogue snapped in pretty tightly. How the Gambit snapped?
Pretty tight, but you never know with some of the collector pieces. If it
It's true.
expands, we're in the Northeast, so we get extreme heat, extreme cold. Vinyl statues, and vinyl's just plastic. Let's just put it out there. And then people go like, "Oh, well, it's a vinyl."
The pops they're plastic.
Now, posing, you do have a few different things you can do with them next to each other.
You can just,
But even this, they still have the stupid stamp on her foot. When I put the stamp on the foot, you're not going to see.
Well, it's on the back of the foot. You're not gonna. Once you get them posed on the shelf, you're not gonna see it.
But it's one of the few Rogue things I have because they never do Rogue well. Like anything I normally see with Rogue, it just looks weird.
It's very hit or miss with her.
There's a Marvel Select coming shortly. Pictures look good, so I mean, we'll see what it looks like in person.
I'm sure it's coming in for me.
Sure.
That's verbal confirmation.
Add it to the list.
At
All right.
MashkoCollectibles.com.
At MashkoCollectibles.com. If you like what we're seeing, don't forget to check us out on Facebook for both Fireside and Toying Around. All of our social medias. We're Toying Around live pretty much everywhere except for Twitter where we're Toyin' Around. We dropped the G and gave it to the OG Podcast Network. Dave's over there going, "God damn you for talking so fast." We're going to have a group one of them coming up, so we're learning. If you are a Gambit fan, this might be worth it. They did have it on sale on the competitor's site. I have a feeling this isn't going to sell out, but I don't know how the other ones did. They're doing the whole set. They have all the X-Men. Most of them, I think, are already out. This is one of the last ones they did.
Oh, really? They're almost all out already?
Yeah, I think they already released the Beast and Professor X. I think Wolverine's already out.
Actually, we were talking about earlier. We were wondering what the lineup is on the back of the box. It tells us.
Oh, really?
Yes, look right above the picture there.
So it's Wolverine and Jubilee, Cyclops and Beast. Professor X is by himself.
Because
That was the weird one, because it was in Bishop and Storm, Phoenix by herself, and then Gambit and Rogue.
Yeah, let me see, because you got the...
And I guess because Phoenix and Professor X come with more accessories.
Yeah, because Phoenix comes with the whole fire thing. So that would be by herself, and then Professor X is probably the chair. You put the chair
So
in.
how many groups of them are there?
So there are six full groups.
6 times 80, so $480.
I'm just trying to remember who Professor X does.
He's by himself.
He is. Yeah, it says it on there. I thought him and Phoenix were together, but they're not.
They might have come out together, like
And
release
you bought
dates.
them, and you bought them separately. That's 400.
It's like, for me, like even in this picture right now, it shows the cell shading. I like that.
For $500, I can get a really badass statue.
That is true.
You're halfway to a Prime 1 at that point.
Yeah. A couple tweeter heads.
Yeah, like you can get that was Prime 1 that did the Sentinel with all the X-Men climbing all over it? It was like $1,100.
They may have done a version.
I think so.
I go right to Bowen, when they
Bowen.
were around, they did one like that. It's worth a lot of money now.
Yeah, Bowen. I'm about to buy the Bowen for Gambit for $250. I always wanted it, and it was one of those things when you used to go to comic shops with these statues, they'd always have all the Bowens just sitting there, and you felt like they were going to be there forever.
Right. I know exactly what
Like, you'd be like, oh, I'll go in and I look at it. It's there every week, and then you get older and you go away, and then...
a good comic book shop always has all the nice statues right up front when you walk in.
But it's kind of like that Moon Knight statue that I got from you a few months ago. That's already tripled in value.
I know.
Oh, has it now? I think it's right over here, low. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, it's tripled in value already. So certain statues, when they release them, if you don't buy them right away,
they're gone, and then they go up in price.
But next we're gonna talk about a figure we've been waiting a while for. It finally arrived. As you know, we are huge Mezco fans here at Toying Around.
We are.
I think by this point you're even
You guys have slowly got me into... Hell, you even got me more into statues now, so... Damn both of you.
I think after you see this one, you might be completely sold, at least on this character.
All these higher end type things.
Well, these to me are true the middle grade. Hot Toys I would take as a high end figure. $350, $400 a piece. You know, or you could buy a Transformer that has no paint on it and falls apart for $400. On that note, we'll be back in just a moment with Mashko
Never gonna let me up. Never.
and Mezco 112 Collectibles Spider-Man Homecoming Tech Suit. One day, you're going to actually buy a real toy.